Well everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL and compare it against the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra and see which particular phone is the better one for you. Now, I will tell you, both these phones are great. They're some of the best Android phones you can buy in general, some of the best phones in the world right now. If you want to go and pick up either one of these phones though, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of both these particular phones, on the front of the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, the front of this phone is giving you a 6.8-inch dynamic LTPO AMOLED display. And it's a very, very good panel. It's 2600 nits of brightness, 120 hertz. Like, it's easily one of the best phones and best panels you can basically buy, right? It's a very good display, very little bezel all throughout it. And if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, this is easily a very, very solid option, right? If I'm going to pick up a device, this is one of those devices that I look at, and I'm a humongous fan of the way this particular phone has been holding up. So if you're going to pick up a phone, the S24 Ultra definitely gets a thumbs up for me. Now on the Google Pixel side, right, the Pixel 9 Pro XL, this particular phone is going to be giving you a 6.8-inch LTPO OLED display. So it's basically the same exact size, basically as the Galaxy S24 Ultra. The only things that are kind of a little bit different here, one, is that it is a little bit more of a rounded, cornered phone than the S24 Ultra. The S24 Ultra is basically like a rectangle, where the Pixel 9 Pro XL is more like a circular rectangle. Don't know how to describe it, but it's more rounded edges. You do get a brighter panel inside of the Pixel 9 Pro XL, so that one's giving you a 3000 nits of brightness panel, where the S24 Ultra is giving you a 2600 nit. So keep that in mind. Slight differences here and there, nothing super insane, but there are just some slight differences when it comes down to that side as well. So not the biggest deal in the world, but both phones feel and look very nice. The Pixel 9 Pro XL USB Type-C port on the bottom, same thing with the S24 Ultra, but the S24 Ultra is actually giving you a stylus like the S Pen built inside of that particular phone. So this in and of itself is a very, very nice thing because you are getting that type of capability, and I, for one, I'm a massive fan of that because it does actually improve the whole entire, feeling of the phone because it allows you to go and use that stylus. So I think that in and of itself is a really, really nice thing going on for that phone, and I'm a massive fan of that particular device when it comes down to it as well. On the backside, you're basically getting a standard glass back, nothing super crazy. On the back of them, you're getting basically the frosted glass backs on both of them, which is really nice. And I love having these frosted glass backs on both because they hold up very, very nice, and they're very nice from that perspective. A triple camera setup on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, kind of like a quad camera setup on the S24 Ultra. And with this type of phone, both of these, you're getting a lot of flagship type of features. So you're basically getting wireless charging, reverse wireless charging, lots and lots of good stuff all throughout. So these things, these types of phones hold up very, very well from that side as well. And that makes me very, very happy basically being able to hold and purchase both these phones. Now beyond that, some other big things to keep in mind. They both have wireless and reverse wireless charging, IP certification, lots and lots of good stuff from that side. So nothing super crazy, but still very good feeling and phones that hold up very, very well from that side. Now on top of that, some other big things to keep in mind is the price tag. So the S24 Ultra, is retailing for more than the Pixel 9 Pro XL, but the S24 Ultra is giving you, is basically giving you a phone at less than $1,000 and actually less than $900 in the used market, whereas in the Pixel 9 Pro XL, it's not available in the used market yet because it just came out. But over time, I'm pretty sure the Pixel 9 Pro XL will be cheaper than the S24 Ultra within the next 3-4 months. Now, that kind of covers it up from the outside and from the price tag standpoint. Now, from the camera standpoint, like I said before, both these phones hold up fairly well from the camera side. They're very, very good camera phones. With the Galaxy S24 Ultra, you're getting a 200 megapixel wide-angle camera, 10 megapixel telephoto, 50 megapixel periscope telephoto, then a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, where the Pixel 9 Pro XL is giving you a 50 megapixel wide, 48 megapixel periscope telephoto, and then a 48 megapixel ultra-wide camera. Now both these cameras, there's a lot of overlapping stuff here because both of them give you fairly high megapixel count between the photos and the cameras. They both give you 8K capability on the back, and they both give you 4K at 60 on the front. So those things are really nice. You're getting an ultra-wide camera on the Pixel 9 Pro XL, where the S24 Ultra is giving you a standard wide-angle camera. So both hold up fairly nicely there. They're both very, very good phones. But I probably would say in some ways that the S24 Ultra, I would say, has a better camera experience than the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. So what this essentially means is that for the most part, if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, basically the Galaxy S24 Ultra I think has a better camera, and it's going to be giving you a more solid experience overall than the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. The Pixel 9 Pro XL still is giving you a very good camera. There's still a lot of capability there, and I do think if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, it's still a very, very good device, right? I really do like this phone. But I do think with the S24 Ultra, this type of phone is probably going to be giving you you, I think, more camera features. And because like Samsung cameras just are notoriously very, very good, you end up getting a type of camera that's very solid. And I, for one, I'm a massive fan of the way this type of camera has held up, I guess, through the last, like, several months that this has been out. So I would say from that side, that in and of itself gets a very, very big thumbs up for me, without a doubt as well. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there as well. Now, on top of that, when it comes down to the software longevity, the thing that I love about a lot of Android phones coming out this year is that we're basically getting phones that last so much longer now. Before, we would never get that. We would just get phones that would basically just be stuck there and be, getting 1 or 2 versions of Android and then be done. These phones are giving us several versions of Android, which is just amazing. I love having that type of capability. If you're going to go through and pick up a phone, this is easily one of my most favorite things going on for these types of devices when it comes down to it as well. So once again, if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, this is easily one of the coolest things going on for this phone when it comes down to it. And once again, I, for one, I'm a big, massive fan of the way this phone's been holding up from that side as well. So I would say from a software perspective, it definitely gets a thumbs up for me. And like I said before, I, for one, I'm a massive fan of the way both these phones have been holding up from that particular side. Now, when it comes down to the, power and the performance between both, the, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra is giving you the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset inside with 12 gigabytes of RAM, where the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is giving you that Tensor G4 chipset inside with 16 gigabytes of RAM. So you're actually getting more RAM inside of the Pixel 9 Pro XL, but you're getting, I would say, a better chipset inside of the S24 Ultra. So it is kind of like this push and pull between both, because both these phones are going to be giving you a little bit of like a different type of experience. But I really do like a phone like the Pixel 9 Pro XL because it is a very smooth phone. The operating system is very smooth and it definitely just gets the work done for the most part. And that is something that I really do like about this type of device. With the S24 Ultra, I feel like this type of phone is very, very solid as well. Like this is easily one of the best phones you can basically purchase. And I definitely do think if you're going to go through and buy a phone, the S24 Ultra's performance is very solid, and for big intensive applications, for small stuff, and anything in between, it's going to be able to handle the job for the most part, which is beautiful. So from that side as well, it definitely gets a thumbs up for me without a doubt on top of that. So overall, what I'd definitely tell you is both these phones are very, very solid. I love and I appreciate both these devices when it comes down to it. I will definitely tell you, if you're going to go through and pick up a phone, I definitely would say a phone like a Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the better value per dollar if you can get it cheaper than something like the Pixel 9 Pro XL. But I do think the Pixel 9 Pro XL is still a very, very good phone, and I think it's worth buying. But I don't know, like I feel like the S24 Ultra is probably the better one that I'd recommend buying, just because they're both lasting the same amount of time. It just so happens that with the Pixel 9 Pro XL, this is one of those devices that will just, age maybe a little bit better than the S24 Ultra here and there. But overall, that's kind of how both these phones compare. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.